Thank you for coming. Dear Highnesses, representatives of the city, of the province, of the university, I want to welcome you to this opening session of the European Academy of Religion. We had a conference in Palermo last week, a conference of the Reformation Research Consortium, and there I heard by various representatives saying that Palermo is one of the most conquered cities in the world and in history. Now, I do not know if that was seen as an achievement, but you can see it everywhere you go in this city. What we cannot see is all the pain and suffering that all these actions of conquering the city have brought about. Now the city is conquered again by some 1,300 scholars, and I think it is a challenge for us to leave some positive traces, not only in Palermo, but beyond, since we as scholars want to be productive, but also relevant. We are called, especially in these times, to make a difference. Difference is also the characteristic of the overall topic of the conference and of the keynote lectures, the topic of paradigm shift. Paradigm shift as a different and new way of looking at things and resulting in important changes in and beyond the academic world. I say beyond the academic world, as academics have an obligation towards the world outside the academy. As scholars, we need to supply politics and the society with reliable information and with well-equipped people. For that task, scholars and the academy need the ivory tower to do the work. But we cannot stay in that ivory tower. That's the challenge for all academic work, to work in serenity and objectivity, and yet to be relevant and to be aware of what society and politics need. However, we have seen in the past weeks on various campuses around the world what happens if politics takes over the academy and universities are used, or better abused, for political aims, and where pro-Palestine demonstrations sometimes ended up in protests of anti-Jewish actions, not to say anti-Semitic protests. Here lies also the challenge for the European Academy of Religion, especially for an academic institution dealing with religion. For how, as example, can the conflict in Gaza be understood without knowledge of the various religions in the area and their history, not to speak about many other conflicts on larger and smaller scale in which religion plays a major role, either in causing conflicts or in having the possibility to solve conflicts. That is why meeting in Palermo is fitting and timely, as a city where various religions have for centuries come together, as you can see, in almost every street, on every square. The European Academy of Religion is not and does not want to be political, but it wants to interact with politics in order to know how to serve even with uneasy research data. We are thankful for an enormous number of presentations and for an enormous variety of topics. We are hosted by a fantastic institution, FSchire, and its wonderful new La Pira library. And we are here to enjoy contacts, research, and to enjoy good food. Let's together see that we use all these gifts, and I refer to Augustine's slogan of Uti et Frui in such a way that the world in which we live may enjoy some results of the wonderful time we have here during this week. I wish you a wonderful conference, and I herewith declare you are 2024 Palermo to be opened. Have a good evening and a wonderful conference. Thank you. Since applauding does cost some extra heat, I want to say something else also. First of all, because of this room, we had various sessions here in this room, and the acoustics of this room are great. They're so good that when you sit up here, you can see everything that's being said there, even when you whisper. So just be aware, or just listen when someone else speaks. The other thing is we don't have an official closing moment. So I think this is the moment to thank together Evschire and its wonderful people for hosting this conference here and for all the work they have done in preparing this conference, the various locations and everything. I know they have worked extremely hard. I don't want to mention names now, but everyone you see from Evschire, please thank her, thank him, because it's just great. So let's pretend this is the closing moment, and we thank La Pira and Evschire for hosting us. Thank you.